Good afternoon and welcome everyone. My name is John Vithoulkas, Henrico County Manager, and I want to thank you for joining us for today's exciting announcement. Before we get started, I'd like to recognize our supervisor from the Chopt District, Mr. Tommy Branin, Mr. Branin, as well as Cara Salman from the Henrico Humane Society. I want to thank you for being here. There's a story here. So last month, we asked our residents to suggest names for a proposed animal adoption center, and they responded enthusiastically by submitting more than 400 suggestions. We narrowed down the list to 7 finalists and put it up for a public vote. Now these votes have been tallied, and we have a winner. And I think somebody back there knows who that winner is. But this was a fun and first of its kind opportunity for our residents and animal lovers who have shown overwhelming support for a new animal adoption center. The project is included in November's countywide bond referendum, and as part of the upcoming general election, we're asking our voters to decide to fund nearly $500 million in capital projects across the county. Now, in the referendum, these projects are going to be grouped in 4 categories, and voters may cast a separate vote for each category. Early voting has actually already started. So before I hand over the mic to Mr. Branin, I want everyone to know that it was more than a year ago that Mr. Branin came to me with this idea that you all had been discussing. And he saw a need for the county to provide an adoption center and began working on a plan. And we spoke with the folks at the Henrico Humane Society about what that could look like. And with the current bond referendum on this November's ballot, we have the opportunity right now to address this need. The Animal Adoption Center will be funded under the Public Safety Facilities category. Should voters approve it, the facility will be built right here in the Chopt District. Now, to share details, Mr. Tommy Branin.
Thank you, John, and good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the full Board of Supervisors, let me say how thrilled we all are about the potential for this facility. First, I would like to note the absentee voting has already started underway throughout the county. Although it's not a very exciting and multiple candidate election, there is one factor that is key to our county, which is our bond referendum. Henrico has a long history of bond referendums, and I was just asked today, well, is this going to affect our taxes? And the answer to that is, although every 5 to 7 years we issue bonds, in the last 40 years, we've reduced our taxes by 5 times, 6 times, just most recently this past year, where it was lowered another 2 cents. So with that being said, on to our announcement. We asked the community as a whole when we talked about this great partnership between the Humane Society and the county for a no-kills location, which will be the first of its kind in Henrico. We asked for help in naming that facility. Some of the names that came in were Wags and Whiskers, Forever Friends, Happy Tails, Henrico Pack, Protect and Adopt Canines and Kitties, Hope, Henrico Hope, Henrico Pet Adoption Center, and Henrico Animal House. These were all excellent names, but it came down to how many votes came in. So 2 of those choices carried a very large percent of the vote, but there was only 1 winner. Here to share those results is hopefully to be our new partner, Cara Salman.
Thank you.
Oh, you're behind me. You're scared.
Thank you, Tommy. And the winner is the Henrico Pet Adoption Center. And on behalf of Henrico Humane Society, I would like to emphasize how important this new shelter is to Henrico County. We estimate that within just 3 to 5 years of the completion of the shelter, that Henrico County will become a full no-kill county. That means that no treatable or adoptable animal in Henrico will need to be euthanized, and that's pretty amazing. So we would like to encourage all Henrico voters to get out there and vote to pass the bond referendum. Thank you.
Thank you all. That concludes our announcement this afternoon. Everyone have a great afternoon.